Hello, hello, everybody. We're going to chill for a bit. Give everybody a minute to come in. Hello, hello. All right. Let's give this a refresh. What's going on, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday. Okay, excellent connection. So definitely going to have to probably move my face or something. This is the most I've seen of this game. Live chat. Boop, there we go. Hope everything is coming out okay for you guys. There is no audio yet, so that's why you're not hearing anything. I'll probably have to make some adjustments. Let's give people a chance to get in here. Hello, Renee. Welcome, welcome. Man, hope you're looking forward to this. I know my green screen isn't the greatest looking. I do apologize for that. Let's just do that. All right, yeah, let's give it a minute for people to come in before I start. So this is the most I've seen of this game. I have not clicked past this screen at all, and I'm already a little worried. I haven't even read the description of this. All I know is like it's really highly rated, and this is all I've seen. Like I sent like 2 screenshots, whatever, but they're the cute girls and all that stuff. So this is the Steam version, the free version on Steam there. Yeah, I know nothing about it. Because the description and title says it is a blind playthrough. So no spoilers, please. If anybody's watching. Hopefully there's some music. It's a classic. Yeah, it's been out for a while. I think it said it was like 2017 or 2018 or something like that. Alright, making sure I have everything I need. I've got some hauls. Got my cup of water sitting here. Good stuff. I got a little snack just because I got it from work. I got a raspberry lemonade fruit bar thing. For later. I'm not sure how long the stream's going to go. I'll give one more minute, then we'll start. I'm probably going to have to move some stuff. So I'm not sure what the UI looks like. If I hit this to change that layer. Okay, let's begin. Alright, so I'll cut that intro part out for YouTube. So, today we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Now, that gets me worried. It's not what I'm expecting. When I opened this originally, this is not what I was expecting from this game. So that's interesting. Maybe there's more to it. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit this website. Oh boy. So, I do have a history of depression / still kind of battling it. But that's not going to stop me. We'll be okay. I have you guys to keep me company. Alright. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Highly disturbing content, eh? This is setting a really good tone for this game. So this would be interesting. This is actually my first time streaming a visual novel. I've done some other games, but never a visual novel. So I usually have the benefit of editing help me. I do a lot, for stumbling and rambling and stuff. I just cut that out. So this would be interesting. See how this goes. So I agree. Oh, there's some noise. I finally heard something. Alright, so you guys will have to let me know about the audio, how I sound compared to the game music. Oh wow, colorful at least. Let's check out the settings first. Sound volume up. Let me turn the music down a little bit. Turn it down in my ear at least. Okay, so how does this sound for me compared to the music right now? This is okay? Good mix? Perfect. Thank you, Renee. Okay, we'll leave it windowed. I don't care about the skip point. I'm not going to skip anything. Text speed will be the same. Auto forward time I'm never going to use. Alright, so let's get back. So this is our club, I'm assuming. It's a concerning face. Look very similar. Alright, here we go. New game. Please enter your name. My actual name... Oh god, apparently I can't type today. Steven. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so there's no voice acting. It means there'll be a lot of reading. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Oh man, names? I'm terrible with names if you guys have noticed. So that'll be interesting. Because sometimes it takes me a few takes to kind of get it right. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? What's the question mark? We used to walk to school together on days like this. But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. And I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha ha! I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Steven. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. I like the music so far, so cheerful. Hehe. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Steven, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Mr. Joseph, welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday to you. Well, for you, Saturday evening, I guess now. Good to see you, buddy. Let's good to have a mod, so I don't have to pay as much of attention. Have you played this game before, Joseph? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. Yeah, 18 p.m. I forgot you're over there with the 24-hour clock. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Yeah. So again, for everybody, now we have a little bit into this. This is a blind Let's Play, so please no spoilers or nothing in the chat. Luckily, I do have a mod here who can help me with that. Yeah, I'm playing this completely blind. I know it's old, but it's a very popular title. So let me experience it for the first time. I know nothing. I didn't even read the description of this, so this will be interesting. If the intro of the game is anything to go by, and the disclaimers about your anxiety and depression needs, clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello, Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. Yeah, it's safe for work. That's why I picked it. I just did a Google search for best safe for work visual novels, and this came up as #1. So, and like it's insanely highly rated on Steam, and it's free, so it's perfect. But the beginning of the game worries me. It's so bubbly and cheerful, but it has disclaimers about disturbing content, and if you suffer from anxiety and depression, it may disturb you. So, good sign. Look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me, if it's going to make you later to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you can come with me to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Eh? Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, any interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hehe. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Airhead. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake. Okay? Now, I think it's safe to say by the title, it's going to join the literature club. I'm assuming that. Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? We need to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Stephen! What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. We're off to a good start. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Humph. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Stop for a second for a drink. I got today a nice big, this camera's this way, nice big mug of water. No energy drinks today, because I don't have any money for any, unfortunately. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Steven. Monica smiles sweetly. Ooh. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Haha, you too, Monica. Come sit down, Steven. We made room for you at the table. So you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori, naturally. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. Aww. That's cute, little cats. Although, I prefer chocolate cupcakes myself, but I'm a big chocolate head. Whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Yum. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori walks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Why is that? Everybody does that, I noticed. I do it too. Like, you take the thing, you kind of look at it like, where should I take the best bite? Where is the best, like, icing to cake ratio for that first initial taste? And by the way, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I think there's like a goal on the channel somewhere on the screen there for like my trek to 1,000. Really, really appreciate it. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sticking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you dummy! All flustered. Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Ray returns to the table, carrying a tea set. Ooh. She places that teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? See, I'm not a big tea guy, you know? I tried it, I just haven't really been able to get into it. I'm more of a coffee person, but even then, up and down. I prefer cold drinks or hot. If I do hot, it's like hot chocolate or like cappuccino or something. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Eh? That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Never managed to get into it. Yeah, I don't know. I like iced tea, though. Iced tea is really good. But it has to be, like, ice cold. If it's not ice cold, I'm not into it. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... Yeah, peach is pretty good. I know Brisk has a half lemonade, half iced tea. That I think is my favorite. That's pretty good. But the peach one's really good too. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decide to start your own club? You could probably be a board member on any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Nice. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Hello, Curson. Haven't seen you in a while, buddy. How's it going? Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. It's been a year. Let's just say that. 2024 is probably my worst year ever financially. But and I'm still kind of struggling along, but I'm here. And been sick a lot this year too, but I'm here. Happy to play this blind Let's Play we got going on now. And I'm going to try to stream this until we finish it. I'll try once a week. I'll be at different times. The job I currently have right now, I just started a couple weeks ago. I'm on a rotation. So I just finished days, which is why I'm streaming today. And then I'm going into midnights this upcoming week. So my next stream will also be during the day, but it'll probably be during the week or something. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention. Like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. They're also, like, peppy. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Stephen, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Manga. I actually have a Dragon Ball Z manga. Like, I believe it's the beginning of, like, the Frieza saga I have. Speaking of books, I've actually been reading through the Dresden Files. If you guys have read those books, fantastic. I think it's book 7 or 8 I'm on right now. Tell you in a second. Proven Guilty is the book, is what it's called. Yes. Yes, that's one. Very good. Excellent series. Highly recommended. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Aw. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of the books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Excuse me. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Ouch. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. I just realized I could get copyrighted here when this gets actually put on YouTube, because it does save all the videos. That's okay, though. So what? If I can't monetize this in the future, not a big deal. This definitely seems like, judging my initial impressions, this title so far seems like one where the music will be an integral part of it, because so far there's not like any animations or anything. So if you don't have that music to kind of change the tone, it may fall a little flat without it. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Ooh, got an email. What? Look, is that idea? You left this scrap piece of paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give me that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Suri sidles up next to Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Eh? Well, I guess sometimes. What do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Stephen? So this is like a true novel? Because so far there's been 0 options. So it's definitely not like a choose your own kind of thing that we're used to playing on this channel. So that's different. Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh, of course she's gonna change his mind. But I'm sorry, I thought... Humph. Steven. You all. Peer pressure. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Haha. Shocker. Thinking with his penis. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Shocker. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Siri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. That makes it official! Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Typical guy, right? 4 cute girls. Come on! Bat their eyelashes at him. Sorry if you hear some noise, I'm gonna have a little bite of my snack here. Those who missed it earlier, I have this like raspberry lemonade fruit bar thing. Oh. It's okay. I got it for free from work. I woke up late and I took Rolo, the dog, for an extra long walk. So that way she would sleep while I'm streaming. And I haven't had time to eat yet. So it's 12:30 in the afternoon here. So okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Steven, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hee. Yeah. Can I really impress a class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Steven, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the 2 of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I have the chance to go closer to one of the girls. I'm sure you will. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Actually, I'm not sure. Think about it. Oop. Oh, hello. So far, we haven't had any choices yet, or decisions. So hopefully in the future. I apologize for any noises. I'm just adjusting my chair. Okay. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whomever. Oh, okay. So this is their way of doing that. All right. Does it tell you who likes what? No? It's just them bobbing around. Okay. I'm not sure who I want to go for here. I don't think I really made that decision. Ow, I apologize for the mic if I'm banging into it. trying to get comfortable. My legs are sore from work. Fantasy. Oh god. Sorry. There you go. Apologize. Okay. Fantasy. Really wish I knew how it affected things. Fantasy sadness. Adventure. Entropy. Socks. The Crimson Vivid Nibble. Fear. Disown. Let's do entropy. Make it a little bit sad. Let's do explode. Let's do whistle. I don't know. Lollipop. Do lust. Kiss. Boop. Whenever I see Boop, I always just think of the dog. Boop her little nose. Smile. Parfait. Tears, wrath, and then send comfortable. Let's do tears. Romance. Unending. I don't know. Oh, 20 words, eh? This will be interesting. Let's do electricity. I wonder if some of the words are changing based on the previous selections. Because I'd have picked some kind of romantic physical stuff. You've seen people booping noses in real life too? That's funny. Like, booping another human? That's weird. Marriage. Sticky. Chocolate. Ooh. Nightgown. So tragedy. I'm trying to get a good mix of things. Termination. Thanks for stopping by, Carson. Glad to see you again, buddy. Take care of yourself. Let's do prayer. See what happens. Hi again, Steven. Guys, he didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. And when I saw it was used as sort of like a flirtatious act. Well, I guess that makes sense. Like a cute little boop. Huh, it didn't update. Hold on. Yeah, change something really quick. Just 1 second. Yeah, it didn't update. Huh, weird. Stupid thing. Hold on. This one here. Oh, look at this. It's not working anyways. Just do this. It's broken. Whatever, get rid of it. Alright. Well, back to the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping up your promise, Steven. Yeah, this stupid subscription goal thing wasn't updating. I set it up yesterday, and I got 2 new ones overnight, and it just didn't update. So whatever, I just didn't get rid of it. I'm still trying to figure out how half this stuff works. Thanks for keeping your promise, Harry Rutherland. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Siri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Atsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the clubroom. Atsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Atsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Steven always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Siri, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh. How come? You and Steven can become good friends too. Sayori. Huh? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait! Sayori! Eh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's not. What do I do? Eh? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Here reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it, if you wanted. Oh, really? This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in a corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she is waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I don't know why transition arrow is the same picture. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Frickin' Monica. Should ever put my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping our collection organized if someone else is gonna mess it up? Atsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Ah. Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How'd you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Atsuki snatches it out of your hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one box missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world, so she's like a little OCD or something. I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you could do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. There's a tone in your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Stephen. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Atsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah. Stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. Mo? What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. Don't just stand there. Well, Tsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Huh? What's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Oops. Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it. Got her. Atsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. Way to kill a buzzkill. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Mo equals cute. Okay. Sure. I don't know, man. I live under a rock, basically. When it comes to stuff like that. Okay, so I'm definitely getting the feeling she likes him. A little bit, at least. And it's just, like, really shy. Doesn't want to admit it. Alright, let's keep going. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming an additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Huh? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finish the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Oh, it's slang? Probably. Yeah. I don't really, like... This is not the type of visual novel I generally play either. As I'm assuming you guys have noticed from the channel. I like to play like the more realistic looking ones. So I haven't... When it comes to like this style, art style, I haven't played any at all. This is like my first one of this style. So maybe it's something that's more common in other ones and just not used in the type that I've played. I don't know. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously, you think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot. I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. Later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when there's some romance, when some other romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hee. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Wah. Tsuki gives me a little shove. It just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. It's closer to how you select to the enemy style. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I really need to look into that kind of stuff. Like, all these different styles and programs and everything that people use. Just kind of learn more about it. I don't really know too much, unfortunately. Cause I've been thinking of it, and I would like to try to make my own. I wouldn't be able to do the art. I'd have to hire someone to do the art for me, because I'm awful. I can barely draw a stick figure properly. But if I had some ideas for a story, that would be interesting, I think. But yeah, when it comes to actually making one of these, I would have no idea. I have to do a lot of research. Humph, good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Tsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. Just happens to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Sure. I could never get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Ha ha ha. Definitely not a coincidence. Guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, with all the interest to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Oh, that's a different look. Oh, interesting. 3D pose models. Huh. Yeah, that's definitely something I have to do a lot of research into. Well, maybe we'll have to discuss it later on at some point. I'll have to get your feedback. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Huh? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Dude, take the hint. She doesn't have friends, so she's trying to say. Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Humph. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. Okay, I thought she was going to say she didn't have friends. Never mind. What do I know? I can't even bring it up with them being like, oh, wow. This is why I do editing. You still haven't grown out of this yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Some friends. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Huh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like it solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Geez, that's enough. You didn't keep reading or what? Yeah, it does give me memories of high school too. Being the awkward kid, you know, doing things that nobody else likes. I bowled from ages 6 to 18. You know, not a very popular activity / sport, whatever you want to call it. I was on part of the band. I played bass clarinet was my main instrument, but I also learned trumpet, sax. So you know, it's a band geek. You know, I get it. Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her, since she's so unlucky. But it gets exceptionally bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, how bad did we do? Oh, come on! Could your timing be any more worse? Man, every time I read a statement like that, I always think of Chandler from Friends. Could your timing be any more worse? Sorry, I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Eh? Ah! Suki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said... Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Eh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow, so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got part way through the volume so far. Might fall behind in some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Aww, that's kind of nice. Or am I so much scared? What will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Alright, take a second, I need a drink. Ah, feels good. Okay, one of the benefits of doing like recording instead of streaming is I can pause whenever the hell I want and take a drink, and you guys don't notice it. I missed it. It's been a while since I streamed. I do miss it. I'm finally happy to be able to do a visual novel as well. Because I know that's what this channel is about. Which is why none of you guys really tune in to watch the other games I've played. Which is fair. I have no idea how long this is or how many streams it's going to take. But I do plan on finishing it. Is the goal. I do want to thank everybody for who is here watching. If you haven't subscribed already, definitely hit the button. Would really, really appreciate it. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I did the same myself. Tongue twister, apparently. Who should I show my poem to first? Oof. Our first person choice. We just spent a whole bunch of time with Natsuki, so let's pick somebody else. We just met Yuri and Monica. Oh, we just met one of them. Let's do Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Steven! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things you can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, well, keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring them up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Steven. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I handed Monica my poem. Uh-huh. I like it, Steven. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. She's a good writer, too. So, take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago? He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sorta. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way anyone else does. Oh, anybody else wants you to write. Jeez. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want me to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, it's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's ready it then. Oh, read it then. Jeez, ready. Jeez. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look really quick. Make sure everything is going okay. Excellent connection. How's the audio? Is my vocals, the music, everything at a good level? Do you need to turn anything up or down? Everything sounding okay? Perfect. Thank you. Alright. Hole in wall. Wow. Expecting nothing there. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I've realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Wow, deep. Perfect. Excellent. Yeah, audio balancing for me is always the hardest thing. Because I can't hear what you guys hear, so I don't have it set up right for that. So, what do you think? It's very freeform. Is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, it's that kind of style. That kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it could be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. Move my mouse out of the way. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And that has been my TED Talk. Dun-dun. So who should I show my poem to next? Let's do Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guessed that it might be after reading through it. Ouch. Wow. Ow, so it's not bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her faces in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we really haven't gone anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very debatable. Oh, what? Deliberate! Jesus. Excuse me. I'm gonna take a second. We're gonna pause for a second so I can straighten my head out for a second. I'm starting to mess up on the words. And usually, this happens a lot when I record too. I'll start off okay, and then I'll start to stumble and make mistakes. So I usually just need a couple minutes to kind of reset my brain. So hopefully you guys are having a good Saturday. It's a beautiful day here. Probably only gonna stream for a couple hours today. Again, I don't know how long this is, but we'll see how long it goes. Really, how I'm feeling it. Kind of a slower start than I thought it would be, honestly. So we're in the same boat then. I also woke up late. Ugh. My whole timing's all thrown off. But it's late for you though, right? It's after 1900 for you, so that's okay. We'll play this until it finishes. Like, however, if it takes us a couple months of streams, that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. That just sucks. Sorry to hear that. Ow. Yeah. So, how are you guys liking the 2 Let's Plays so far? Was it Intertwined and How to Fix the Future? I'd love your thoughts on it. I know I need to fix the music a little bit. To me, it sounds okay, but some of the comments were saying it's too quiet for the videos. I don't understand why. Because on my end, if I play back the video in YouTube like normal, it sounds fine. So, love to hear your feedback on the games themselves, on like the audio. If I need to work on something, fix the video. Apparently, who knows? We haven't gotten that far into it yet, right? Some dystopian ass future we're headed into. Yeah. So my initial thoughts. I'm more interested in Intertwined than Fix the Future. I'm interested in both, but I think because Intertwined is more of a traditional style, is probably why I like that one more. I don't know. I've also, you also have to remember I have played more than what's aired so far. So I'm trying to remember my thoughts of like when I got to that episode that you guys have actually seen. I think Intertwined, I've actually recorded up to episode 12 at this point. So you guys always seen the first 3. But I have up to 12 recorded. So I do know a bit more. Fix the Future, I haven't recorded anything. Other than the 2 episodes that are coming up for this upcoming week, I have done. But actually, I just uploaded them last night for next week. But I have nothing else recorded. So I actually don't know what happens after that. It does pick up a little bit. So I'm liking it more after these next 2 episodes than I did the first 2, which is good. So I'm hoping it continues to pick up and get more interesting, the story. Especially once we start actually learning more about this future and what skill sets we actually have. Someone made a comment on one of the videos. Actually, I do want to give him a proper show, because he did say it. Because pull it up on my phone. And he kind of made a good point where they kind of screwed up the fact that they didn't give they could have easily added a lot more backstory to the main character and like his gaming prowess. Like he just beats this game and that's it. He beats the game, but there's nothing. That's it. You don't see him playing the game. You don't see really anything of the game. Like, you don't know. They made a big deal of it, how popular it is, how everyone's playing it, but you don't see it. You don't see him playing it. It's just he gets it and he beats it. That's it. There's a big missed opportunity there. David, who's actually a patron of mine as well, under a different name. He brought that up. It's like, we could have easily done something with that. And maybe even put like a mini game in there. At least have some kind of like animation or something of you playing it. Something. Like, it's just a giant missed opportunity there. I feel like it's kind of rushed. Really? Isn't Fix the Future longer though? I think when I downloaded it, it said it was like chapter like 10 or 12 or something, or am I just crazy? Or am I thinking the other way around? I don't know. Yeah. My only problem with Intertwined, I think, is the animation's not great. It's not very smooth. And blurry. I mentioned in my one video. For some reason, it's like fuzzy. No, Fix the Future's fuzzy. Yeah, Fix the Future's fuzzy. Nice and clean stills, but then it actually does like the sex scene stuff. And then it's like super fuzzy. Don't know why. Alright. Let's get back to it. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. That would explain why it's the way it is. Yeah, because it would have that little bit of a jank because there's no smoothness going from picture to picture like that. It really gives me a lot of cybernetic seduction vibes. The way it's made, like the same kind of style, like really janky and stuttery, and I don't know. But that's okay. As long as the story is good, I can deal with that. It does pick up a bit too, which is nice. Alright. Back to the game. In other words, they tend to pick okay, I already read that one. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. Oop. There you go. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. I didn't care enough. Well, I thought Chasing Sunsets was a lot smoother than that, though. I mean, maybe they just have a hell of a lot more of them more tightly packed together? I don't know. Is this that? I thought Chasing Sunsets was a lot better. Oh, so yeah. That's right. It's the same thing, I feel. Cybernetic Seduction. Yeah, it's... Yeah. That one's hard to get into for me. It's okay, but just... Those sex scenes are rough. Anyways, I'm trying to play the game. Once Yuri finds her trains of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Atsuki can be a bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which, itself, is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Yeah, seriously. Oh, what do we got? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-eyed hue of the future. I bathe. Calms, breathing air. What? Sorry. Just having a hard time reading it. Now, it's bigger for you than it is for me. I'm playing in a window, And I can't really resize the window the way I have it set up. So I have to try and... For me, it's a little bit harder to read because it's a little bit smaller. Let's go back a little bit. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Interesting. Okay. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. It was such a terrible handwriting. Screen size. What? Wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. That's interesting. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. It's like the game knows. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Stephen. Really. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in the work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember, it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. Guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, so we have to do everybody, it seems. Sure. Do our bestie last. Okay, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Tsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Eh? What's the point in sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. If you're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. What? This girl. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Ugh. Nuki's retort gets caught in her throat. Ugh, you don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Grr. Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Oh wow, this is different than everybody else's. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. What? What is this thing? Alright. Sure. That's the poem, I guess. What? Especially after reading the other ones. What? Okay. I mean, sure. I don't get it, but I don't read poetry, so what do I know? Yeah. I told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something, man. This girl. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I really don't care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. She is, interesting, to say the least. Alright, last character. Alright, come on, bestie, what do you gotta say? This is a good poem, Steven. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why you impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet. That doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Steven. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Probably not. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. She is so oblivious that there's not a chance she sees that you're doing it for the ladies. There's not a chance. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, I'll see about that. Oh. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Or are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay, the end's a little weird, but I like it. It's more of a style that I'm probably used to. I want breakfast. Who doesn't want breakfast? Breakfast is so good. Sayori? This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you're late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. Get all cranky. Well, guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thank you for showing me. Hehe. This is so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Phew. Guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem with the desk with one hand. Guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Man, this girl. What is with her? Jesus. It's no wonder her friends don't want to do stuff with her in terms of writing. Oh my god, my legs are sore today. I do apologize for the shifting around a lot. I'm very fidgety and just... This chair is not very comfy. My back hurts a little bit today, so... So part of my new job is I do sanitation in a factory. So I do a lot of lifting, a lot of bending, crouching. My legs get sore easy. Humph. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Steven did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a lot of time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Steven liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Steven appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Girls are fighting already! Excellent! Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately gone out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ugh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the only one whose boobs magically grew a big... Got her! I wasn't the only one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Steven started showing up. Ouch. Threw right under the bus. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Steven? She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If I can get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain it to her, Steven. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, but also a waste. You understand that, right, Steven? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Ooh, so of course, that's going to be our first real direct choice for who we like more. Ooh. Okay. Chat! Who would you pick in this situation? I want to know. There's only two of you, so... Joseph? Renee? Who's your choice? Well, I take a drink. I'm not surprised you would pick Yuri. Okay. Yeah, okay. I agree. I definitely agree. Atsuki's very full of herself and stuck up. And let's be real, she's kind of a bitch. So, yeah, no, I agree with you guys, 100%. It seems like the only thing we have in common with Natsuki is the anime, or manga, but like, yeah, her personality, it just, no, grinds my gears. Yuri it is! She's just nicer. Tsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you being so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Huh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But, Natsuki, you took it too far. Yuri means well. If you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Tsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Tsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Yuri, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Atsuki snatches up her poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crimples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Atsuki... She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. Can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Steven. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. There's nothing. One more thing. The one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Oh, good idea. Making more than enough for one person, okay? Yeah. Just pretend like you didn't hear it. Best option there. Okay, everyone. Just about time for us to leave. How'd you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Steven, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. There's a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you've learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Ugh. Think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Now to myself, with newfound determination. Steven! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hee hee hee. Sherry beams at me. It surely has been a while since Yuri and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. So Yuri? But what happened earlier? Eh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Is that the kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. You know, Steven, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in that club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Ugh. Looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, I just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on her shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an intentional monologue sometimes. Oh, wow. Said that totally wrong. It's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Oh, yeah, so you have to write another one. I wish we had a way of seeing who likes what. So I kind of forget things. I have feeling it's going to be a lot of the same words, just jumbled up in different order. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Excuse me. Okay, let's go. Let's do one that is really dark. Yeah, we can do one that's really dark. We could do one that's like really happy. Let's do fear. Horror. Alone. Memories. Dark. Grief. Frightening. Contamination. Melancholy. Anxiety. Disaster. Scars. Question? Sure. Disown? Captive? Judgment? Agonizing? Tears? Cry? And unstable. Pick all the worst. All the negative stuff. Another day passes. It's time for the club meeting already. Got a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Steven! Yo, Siri. Hi, hi. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hey. I'm still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. You come with me to buy a snack. No thanks. Huh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Siri? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just want to look at it. Gonna bust her? Siri nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Siri. That's not fair. How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So, either you're not hungry, and you want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so I would have to lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. Busted! Wah! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Oh, hello! How's it going? Whole bunch of emotes. Liza, hell of a boss. What the? That's a long name. Oh, how are you doing today? Oh. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Steven to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved in that. Sorry. Tongue-tied. Need some more water. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Good words. How's it going, Liza? Just a reminder, this is a blind Let's Play for people watching. So, no spoilers, please. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad. Now I have to accept the retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Suri. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Hehe. Don't let her fool you. Suri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on. Give me more credit than that, Suri. Hehehe. Twap! Gah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Suri in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... Huh? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Suri glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just about to give it to you. Hello, I played this whole game and it's really good. I won't spoil. Good to see you, Cat Girl. Thank you. I appreciate that. You'd be surprised how many people enjoy spoiling. So, glad to hear that. Hope you hang out and enjoy my bumbling through this thing. So far, I chose to side with Yuri over Natsuki. When it came to their little spat about the poem. And the poem I just made up, you haven't examined it yet, but I made it like very dark. Yeah. I took a poll in the chat, basically, and Renee and Joseph agreed that Yuri's our girl between the two of them. So. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open a wrapper and takes a big bite. I went with you the first time too. It's quite the route. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. At least it has something interesting to it. Sayori rapidly takes a big bite of that. So good. Oomph. Sayori disappears. Suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Hehehe. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. I get it. Cookie is still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. This girl. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? No. Both full, Sayori trots away to safety. This girl's a thief! A little trickster! Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Huh? Suki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. Huh. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Huh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me. Ouch. I love how the two of them are okay with it. Everyone's like really offended. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried at all, or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, the last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You'd have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music at all, Monica. Oh, as well, Monica, excuse me. I don't, really. I just kinda got started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a bit better, I will. Yay! Oh, is that gonna be the next thing? We're gonna move from doing poems to playing an instrument? That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Stephen. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, really no. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book. Natsuki disappeared into the closet. How big of a cookie was it? Like, holy cow, if it took her, like, a while to eat, or he thinks it's gonna take a while to eat, god damn. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deep in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. I was just focused, and I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Uh-huh. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you two... Oh, wow. Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Well, I stopped at a bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Sure. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is entitled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so a dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Steven? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Okay, I do need to take a second here. I actually have to go to the bathroom, so I'm just going to leave it here for a second. Oh, be right back. Oh. I'm back. I felt good. Get some water. Grab a snack. So I'm gonna do for one more hour today, and that'll be it. So 3 p.m. my time. So yeah, one more hour. For those of you who do hang around till the very end, 'cause I will need to take the dog out. I'll bring her on stream, and you guys can say hi to my pup. Her name is Rolo. She's like a kind of like a mini shepherd mix of some sort. Super cute. I would do it now while I'm talking about it, but she's like sleeping in the bed behind me, so I don't want to pick her up just for that. So, for those of you who haven't already, hit that subscribe, hit that thumbs up as well. Help support the channel. YouTube. This is probably the only time I'm gonna say this entire stream. I do have a Patreon. There's a link on like my main page or any of my videos to my Patreon if you want to check that out for exclusive uncensored content. Currently being a dick at the moment. It's also YouTube memberships. I do have that as well. Just recently started that, so it's only a couple of videos. The first Let's Play of that will be starting this weekend. Probably tomorrow, the first video for that will go up. I have to remember what game that actually is. The game called Zero End. I don't know anything about it. So we're going to play that for membership. But as YouTube, so there's no nudity there. But generally this channel, we play more realistic looking visual novels. Sans the nudity, of course. But yeah, that's what the Patreon's for. Full nudity, full uncensored. Okay, that'll be my one time for the stream. Promoting. Yeah, Joseph's seen the pup. He knows. She's super cute. She's my baby girl. I adopted her at 10 weeks. A family adopted her and a sibling, but then returned her 2 weeks later because they couldn't handle having two puppies at the same time. So they immediately called me because I was supposed to get another dog first because someone was surrendering a dog and the family backed out at the last second, so I wasn't able to get it. So when she became available, they immediately sent pictures to me like, hey, this one's just coming in, whatever, do you want her? I was like, hell to the yes. Didn't even hesitate. Like, she's super cute, so I was gonna say yes because of that, regardless. But like, yeah, not a chance. And she's adorable. She's a sweetheart. Huge daddy's girl. Which is why she's sleeping in here with me, and not like in one of her 4 beds she has spread out the apartment, or my roommate's bed. Good times. Love her. I don't have kids, so she's gonna be like the closest thing I have to a kid. Anyways, later. So hang around till close to 3, and you can say hi to her. It's just one of those kinds of stories. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals and their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. She's so shy. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? Seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting or anything. Alright. She's extremely shy. Holy cow. I open a book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad feeling. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Busted! Okay, let's go take a quick little bite of my snack. Again, if you were at the beginning of the stream, I'm starving. I haven't even eaten yet today. It's 2:07 p.m. I'm starving. But I'll eat later. I'll also wait till dinner now. Woke up late. I took the dog for like an hour walk. I got home. It's like 11:45. And I had the stream scheduled for 12. I didn't have time to cook anything. So. Plus I have like no food in the house. I'm so broke. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Oh, she really reminds me of another character that we've done. Oh. One of the visual novels we've already covered on this channel. There's a character like that who's always apologizing. Kind of reminds me of that. I'm not thinking of the name right now. I don't know. Sure, I'll think about it eventually. Here, this should work, right? Excuse me. I sign my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and hold my book more in between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, different view. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and her eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. And you continue reading. That could be Annie. Oh, maybe. I'm sure I'll think of it eventually. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me so I can turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. If she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment. Steven, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Ugh, it's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant it's kind of cute. Ah. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. That could have been fun. Yuri exhales, sparring from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. Huh. In that case, I'll just read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. Make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slipped it back into my bag. Is Monica your favorite, Lisa? Who should I show my poem to first? Let's go to Monica first. Start at the bottom. There you go, Steven. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying with us. Applying yourself. Where did that stuff come from? Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. Give my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Steven. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts if I put in some effort. Just love them all, eh? Nice. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that effectively. Yeah, which is kind of one of the reasons why I picked all like the more negative-y kind of words, because she said she likes the horror and that darker kind of theme. So, we'll see. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry about so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. What we got today? Oh Jesus, longer one. Holy crap. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Okay. Load me. Oh, okay. That's different. Huh. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. It's kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what that's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with a reader. So putting it in that way, that every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Oh, here we go again. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When it happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tape even about writing? What are we even talking about? And that's my advice for today. Thanks for joining my TED Talk. Thanks for listening. Let's go to Yuri. Yuri's probably the most interesting one, since she should like it the most. These poems are very interesting. They're so differently written, which is nice to see. It could have been very easy for the developer to make them kind of similar and be lazy that way, but I always like when they put in a little bit of extra effort to make everybody and everything like they do a little bit different. Alright, let's see what you've written for today. Oh, Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Steven, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques we're practicing. Maybe that's why? You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to give it more... try giving it more imagery. Sorry. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take her time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. Besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't reply to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Oh. If it's with me, eh? Oh my god. Holy cow. We're getting longer and longer. Okay. Oh, this will be a big one. Stretch. Alright, the raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night while slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. Oh my god. The moon increments its phases and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the nearly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You can say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning, assume that says. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Man, that's tough to read. Man, that's good that came up, because that reminds me I need to make bread today. I meant to do that this morning before I recorded, or streamed, but oops, I meant to start that. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphysical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. Oh, nice. That bread looks so good. I have just enough flour left for one loaf. So, I gotta do that. I just bought some new peanut butter. It's like some super extra roasted kind of stuff. Last time I got groceries, so I really want to try it with some homemade bread. Ugh. Oh, sorry, it's so fidgety all the time. Yes, it's those sorts of things I usually force to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy running about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Steven? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Yeah, she likes us. Okay. We'll change up the order. We'll do the series today. First. Oh! I like this one, Steven. It has some nice feelings in it. What? Did you read it? I picked nothing but bad stuff. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. Hehe. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. Huh. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. Sometimes, when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. That's so weird. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Huh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Steven. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Oh my lord. Oh my god! The length of these things. Holy crap, okay. Man. Let's take a look here. Sorry, I'm just checking something first. There we go. Sorry, I had a notification. Bottles. Pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine. I'll rub it together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tinkly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Thoughts and bottles all in a row. There you go. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Then comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Oh my god, it's so long. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. They come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Wow. Wow. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Did I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this come from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. Like, see that? It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. Point is, it came out good. You should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? Hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something, before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright. Last one. Huh. I liked your last one better. Eh? Really? Well, yeah. I could tell you're a little more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring all this out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy, or add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. Let's make it simple, cute, and to the point. Yuri's head over heels for this... Wow. Can't speak apparently. Yuri's head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense. But I see right through that BS. Ha! She's still salty about the last time? Like, holy crap, girl. Get over it. Oh, apologize, I got a reality showing behind me. Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way of looking at it. Well, everyone has their opinion. My opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Gosh, she's so stuck up. Dear Lord. And you can definitely tell the difference. Like, her style is so... basically constructed compared to everybody else's. I'm gonna say. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. That's a stupid reason. One time, I hurt my leg real bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks to spiders. What if her friends start to like the spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Wow. What the fuck? It's so dumb. Oh, man. Don't be hating Amy because she likes spiders. Like, I don't like spiders either, and I'm not going to hate on Amy. Come on. God. Okay. Oh, man, this girl. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's is way too short. I was just warming up. Hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Yeah, you hate spiders. Yeah, we know. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. It helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an arrogant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be an essay... Oh, essay. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wow. We're getting tongue-tied all of a sudden. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Suki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try to not be so mean to her. She feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it another 25 minutes. The way my throat and speech is happening. So, when this day is over, was probably when we're end it. Because it has been 2.5 hours of straight talking. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in her poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. Yeah, I don't care about you, though. You suck. I don't like you. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, too. So look forward to it. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone can come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much time. Oh, much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing! Oh god. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hehehe. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Eh? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot for them to it's a lot to ask of them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share don't you want to share that with others? Inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you in here in the first place? I know I do. I know we all do. If all it takes is us standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you could do it. Tsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been really trying hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over it. Go get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? She's probably even worse off. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. It'll be fine, Yuri. Anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. And I feel it's going to take a while, so I'm going to leave it off here. Save. There you go. Let's not go for the save. So I'll leave it here for today. I'm going to grab the pup for those of you who stuck around. If you want to get... Actually, I'll ask. I don't know who's still here. So please comment. Do you want to meet Rolo? I know Joseph has already, but the rest of you haven't. So do you want to see the pup? Oh, wait. Oh, she's gonna be so mad at me. She's snoozing. Rolo. Hi, honey. Do you want to come say hi to people? Yeah? I'm gonna get you. Alright, I'm gonna pick her up. It's gonna be tough with the mic, but I should be able to get her in there. I'll have to sit back a little bit. Hi, honey. Oh, big stretch. Come here. Come on. Come here, you. Little slacker. Get out. Get up. Get up, you. Stand. Come on. Now you know, honey bun. Come here. Whoa. There you go, bud. Oh. Oh. Yeah, she really is kind of out of it there. But as soon as the stream's over, we're gonna go outside anyways. So, can you even? Can you? Hold on. Let me see here. I think it's this one. Nope, not that one. Is it this one? All right. Rolo. Oh god, reality. Pick your head up. Head up. Mwah. Eesh. 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 Reach the camera a little bit. I can't move it down. That's fine. So, let's turn it this way. You know you're on camera. Here you go. Keep up. This is Rolo. For the new people. She's my 4-year-old. Yeah. She'll be... Yeah, her... I just got her... Yeah, so she turned 4 years old in March. Yeah. Almost 4 years I've had you. Almost 4. Yeah. Wait, boops. She hates being on camera. And she always seems to know when she is. Even pictures. Right? You hate being on camera. Yeah. Gonna show you to the peeps. It's been a while since I streamed. There's some new people in here since last time. Yeah, once I get to move the camera down a little bit, but... So... Yeah. Joseph says hi. You know who Joseph is. Yeah. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me for the last 2 hours and 43 minutes that I've been streaming. We'll definitely come back to this some point during the week, or maybe next weekend. We'll see how my schedule works out. I'll definitely schedule it so you guys will know what it is. So yeah, again, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you follow along with the channel. Watch my other Let's Plays I have going on right now. Watch the past ones. You know, like I have the All Women Run for Eternum on there, which is really good. Yeah. Yeah, check out Patreon if you're interested in supporting the channel, or my YouTube memberships. Yeah. And thanks so much for watching. Here. Yeah. The pup. Yeah. Everyone thinks you're cute. You're super cute. Yeah. Oh yeah, you like the head scratches. Okay. Yeah, I just says hi. Yeah. Oh. She loves her snuggles. Like, there's so many times where she just will not settle. She's like super restless. But like as soon as I lay like next to her, she'll like curl up into me and like completely just fall asleep immediately. Yeah. You know they're a little uncomfortable. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry I woke you up for this. Do you want to go outside? Go play in the backyard? Yeah, I got your attention? Do you... Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I got in the stream. Yeah, I know, I need to stream more. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it a weekly thing. Depending on how the schedule works out, I'm gonna try maybe hopefully more often than that. It'll always be on YouTube. I'm not gonna do Twitch for a while. I don't know. Oh, she understands. She knows the words. Yeah, I'm kind of done with Twitch for now, just because it doesn't help anything. And it's so easy to get buried there that I stream to be able to chat with you guys, right? Chat, enjoy these games with you guys. Not everybody watches Twitch, and I don't know. I'd rather do it with this community here on this channel. I know a lot of people who are subscribed to this channel don't want to watch anything that's not visual novels, so that's okay. Hopefully I can find a good amount of safe for work visual novels to play, so we can do them together, and then yeah. So it'd be like basically this will basically be our third Let's Play series, essentially, right? Third Let's Play series, and then it'll just be live stream only. Anyways, again, thanks for. I'm starving. I'm gonna take her out to play, then rest my voice and eat. And yeah, I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of their Saturday, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Yeah, I'm done with that. Yeah.